All right, folks, welcome to the Abundance Activation Ceremony. This is going to be a workshop that you can do anytime, okay? This is not specific to the 888 Lionsgate portal or any of that stuff. The Lionsgate portal is not necessarily a real thing anyways. It was years ago, but the star Sirius is not in Leo. It's in Cancer when we're recording this. So either way, we don't need to think about the Lionsgate portal energy. However, this workshop is being filmed, is being initiated, and the birth chart of this workshop, if you're into astrology, your birth chart shows you like where your sun, your moon, your rising is, and this just helps you navigate your life energetically. So the birth chart of this workshop is on 888. Okay, so 2024 in numerology, 2 + 2 + 4 = 8. So the 8th day of the 8th month in an 8 year is when this workshop is being recorded. So this workshop has a very specific energy to it. You can watch it anytime, but the energetic signature of this workshop is held today. So that's amazing. Thank you to everyone who is here. Currently, we are filming with over 2,300 people here live. We sold just under 5,000 tickets, so that number could grow while we are in this ceremony. For anybody and everybody who is watching this at any point in the future, if you've downloaded the recording and you're accessing this, you are also joining this energetic group. So let's say like the cord cutting workshop, for example, I think probably 15 to 20,000 people have done that now. If 15 or 20,000 people, not if, when 15 to 20,000 people do this workshop, all of their energy being in this workshop is creating a container. So no matter what time you access this workshop, this energy will continue to grow and grow and grow. Now, the reason the energy grows is because the more people that are contributing to a belief, the more people that contribute their intentions, their energy into a container, the more power there is in that container. So the more people that engage in this workshop, and over time, as more people join and watch this workshop throughout the next coming months, your intentions that are set in this workshop will be continually fed. It's like every time someone else does it, they join the energetic container and we gas it up even more. So what's so amazing about doing ceremonies like this together, and you don't need to be in person, you can do it digitally. Time and space is not a real thing, so you can access it anytime. The energetic signature is always held. So the birthday, the birth chart of this workshop is on 888, which is an extremely abundant energy. Now, the reason it's such an abundant energy is because the number 8 is the infinity symbol, which means endless, endless abundance, endless opportunities, endless learning. This is an opportunity for us to connect deeper with ourselves on a soul level, because when we find flow, when we find our own energetic purpose and we move through life, that is when we are working together with our higher self and our lower self, our human vessel, okay? So the 8 symbol, the infinity symbol, represents as above, so below. I would suggest doing this workshop on a new moon or doing this workshop on a Thursday, because Thursday is ruled by Jupiter. If there's a new moon on a Thursday and it's the 8th day of the month, that would be fucking amazing. If you want to just do it on any month that is day 8, so the 8th of July, the 8th of December, that would also be good, because that 8 energy is going to be active that day. It will help amplify this energy, which is this energetic container with the birthday 888. And somebody just said, hey, it's Thursday. And I didn't even realize that. We're literally doing this on Jupiter Day, which is fucking amazing. So that adds even more expansion. Like, this is amazing. Okay, so yeah, that's just what I want to say about the number 8. In a nutshell, 8 is also connected to prosperity, flow, good luck, good fortune, karmic endings, and new beginnings. If you look at the 8th house in astrology, it can be taxes, money-related things. It's also sex, the subconscious. This is ruled by Scorpio, which is death and rebirth. So once again, death, the closing of a chapter, and rebirth, the new beginning. And that's also an energy that's connected to Pluto, because Scorpio is connected to Pluto, and Scorpio is connected to Mars. So the 8 energy also has this energy of regeneration, which means letting go of something, going into decay, and then being birthed as something new, regenerating yourself, okay? Regenerating resources, regenerating your skin, your body regenerates itself. You know what I mean? It goes through that release stage, the rest stage, and then the rebirth. So this is an opportunity for us to go through that rebirth. Mars is a planet of action. So what we want to do is set our intentions, which we will, and we want to take action when the universe creates a portal of opportunity. So part of abundance is finding flow and ease and surrender and trusting the process. And when we do that, it's important that we walk the fine line between total surrender and taking action, Mars, taking action when the universe presents us with an opportunity. That's how we dance with this universe in this co-creative way. I want to get away from this idea of manifestation. Like, everyone wants to manifest. I'm like a manifesting babe, and I'm like a boss bitch and whatever. And it's like, let's get away from the idea of manifestation. And I like to use the word co-creation, because co-creation is what we're actually doing. We're co-creating with our higher self. We're co-creating with our guides, with the universe. And in order to co-create, it's about knowing when to surrender and rest, and knowing when to take action when the opportunity arises. Sorry, my dog apparently thinks this is a great time to play fetch. So I'm just going to do this with him until we get into like the meditation, and we'll see. Okay, Maverick. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Part of finding abundant flow is joy, is connection, is laughter. So this is an opportunity. And again, like, not taking life so seriously, not sitting here and thinking like, I'm trying to focus, I'm a fucking dog. It's like, no, bitch, that's part of my flow. And me being in my flow has brought, 5,000 people together for this. So it's like, when you're in your flow and you're not sacrificing certain things, and you're not making yourself watered down or trying to control everything, then you can be in better flow. When you're in better flow, you will naturally attract the people and the opportunities towards you. So how do you find flow? You need to look at the things that you have natural talents for. What are the things that you have your natural interests in? Not the things that your parents wanted you to fucking do, not the things that society wanted you to do, not the things that your teachers expect of you. What do you actually enjoy doing? There's a reason you're so curious about certain things. There's a reason you're so excited and so passionate about certain things. It's because that is in your energetic frequency. And when you express that energetic frequency and you act on it, that creates an energy of authenticity. I talked about this in my Leo season workshop. I do seasonal workshops for those of you who have never taken them. They're super helpful. They help you navigate each zodiac season, and they're for everybody. You don't have to be the sign of that season. But the season that the season we're in right now while we film this is Leo. So this workshop is also charged up by the energy of Leo season. So this workshop is a Leo, which I love, because Leo is all about authenticity. It's all about self-expression and creativity, okay? So when we get into a place of self-expression and creativity, this is an opportunity for us to find more flow, follow our gut instincts, do what we want to do because we feel curious, we feel excited. By being authentic, we will naturally attract authentic people and opportunities towards us. In the Leo season workshop, I talked about how the sun, just by being the sun is not trying to be the moon. It's not trying to be Jupiter. The sun is just being the sun. When we talk about the sun being the sun, it has its own gravitational pull. And its own gravitational pull is what brought Earth into its like ecosystem or I guess universe. It attracted in Earth. It pulled Earth in. And that's what brought life. That's how we're all fucking here, which is amazing. The sun just naturally did that by being the sun. So when you think about that, the sun is what's connected to Leo season. The sun is the ruling planet of Leo. This workshop is a Leo energy. It's for all of us, but it holds the signature, it holds the birthday of that Leo energy. So when we're in that space, when you are shining authentically, when you are not trying to be something else, you attract into your own universe, into your own ecosystem, the opportunities, the people that support you, that mirror back to you that authenticity. That is when you can begin building projects. That is when you can begin collaborating. That is when you can find friends and lovers and community. And in this space, you will then figure out how to be of service. Money is always secondary. Money is always secondary. Money comes as a byproduct of service, and service comes as a byproduct of flow and authenticity. For example, I, last week or 2 weeks ago, was sitting with my team thinking, we should do an abundance activation workshop on 888. This is a huge energetic portal. It's such a perfect day to launch this new abundance workshop that we've been talking about. Let's do it. This is so much fun. I fucking love doing this. It was a download that came to me. It was an idea. I was curious. I was excited to do it. We have put together an amazing workshop for you guys that we're going to get into. And like in that space, what happens? We sell 5,000 tickets for $8. It's like the amount of money that just flies and follows the service, the flow, the passion, the excitement. The money is secondary. So don't prioritize making fucking money because you're sitting here thinking, how do I make money? How do I make money? No. If you're looking to make money, you're not trusting the process. You are living in this scarcity mindset, which will attract more lack. It will attract more scarcity. You need to focus on finding your curiosity and then finding your flow and then being of service to the community, to the world. And all of the money, $10, $20, $30,000 will flow into you effortlessly because you're in fucking flow. Money is a byproduct of flow. Now, when you start to align with your purpose, when you start to align with your flow, everything that is built from a place of misalignment has to go. When it goes, it doesn't feel nice, especially if you have attachment issues, security blankets, comfort zones. But when you peel off your mask and you begin to vibrate authentically, everything that is inauthentic will disappear. Sorry, I can see people in the comments being like, where's Loki? Here's Loki. Oh my God, Loki. Oh my God. Okay. Loki. Oh my God. That fucking cat, y'all. The lessons that come with that cat. Okay, so where was I? What was I talking about? When we are in flow, the money, the authenticity. Oh, your life will fall apart. Your life will fall apart when you begin to find more authenticity because everything that is inauthentic will fall apart. It won't be nice for like 6 weeks, maybe 6 months, maybe 12 months. You'll probably cry a lot. Take my workshops. I'll help calm you down, build community, meet people, go to some energy healing. Like, just take care of yourself. You know, it's not nice to let go of everything, but trust me, the life that I left behind, I could have never imagined 10 years ago, or this has only been 5 years now that I'm in this life. But like, if 5 years ago somebody was like, do you want to do a webinar on Zoom and make like 40 grand doing a fucking chat about like a butt? I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I wouldn't even be able to comprehend that because I was so tied up into like, no, I have to keep working I have to work at the bar because like, I don't love being a bartender. I had a skill for it. It was helpful at the time, but it wasn't being of service. It wasn't me being in my fucking flow. So it like, yeah, you know, I would have never been able to comprehend that. And had I held on to my bartending job, which like, bitch, I used to make like $500-600 a night. So it's like, that was good money. Comparatively, it's fucking pennies, but like, it was good money at the time. I had no concept of what my life could be because I was so attached to the structures, the safety. So I had to take a chance on being like, I'm going to just start doing more online workshops. I'm going to start pouring more time into personal tarot card readings and astrology. And then like one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, like boom, here we are today. And I could have never fucking fathomed that like, whatever, what we've created, you know what I mean? And I'm so grateful to my team and to all of you guys being here, pouring into me so I can pour back into you. And we've opened an amazing community center in Lisbon called Wheelhouse. So come by and see it. It's fucking next level. Anyways, my point is all of this comes from being of service. Like Wheelhouse is a space just for the community. I created that. It costs literally over $1 million fucking dollars. And you can tell when you walk into it, it's fucking crazy beautiful. And bitch, that thing is paid in cash. I paid cash for that whole fucking thing. And thank you, because all of you literally, like, let me kiss your fucking toes. Like, all of you have literally poured into me so I can provide you with a service. And then I pour back out into my team and into the community. And now we have this incredible thing that we've built together. This is a co-creation. So this is what we can do. We can all do this. I'm not fucking special. I'm just living in alignment with my flow. And that, in this day and age, is special. But me, myself, I'm not any more special than you are. I just had the courage to live in my flow and to go through the fucking total chaos of letting everything crumble before me. And trust me, I've done a lot of shadow work. I've done a lot of crying, done a lot of tears, done a lot of drinking during that time also, which I also had to step away from. Like, and now I'm living a more clean, authentic life. And it's like, you could, like, you know, I still have coffee sometimes. I'll still like once a month have a glass of wine. Like, you don't have to totally throw everything out. You don't have to get rid of all of your old life. I still talk to some of these people. I just have different boundaries. I have different priorities because I'm a different person and I need to show up in a new way. And you need to show up in a new way to rebuild that fucking life. And you can do it. You just need to trust your fucking self, and you just need to actually listen to that inner voice instead of the outer voice. And that inner voice will lead you to your passion, will lead you to your flow, will lead you to your service. And then what? The money is a byproduct of your service. Okay? The money is a byproduct of me being here, loving what I fucking do. The money is a byproduct of you doing what you fucking love to do. Now, that's all cute and fine and dandy. And there's also some magic practices that we can do that I love to do. So let's get into that, because I can feel a couple other guides here that are like, bitch, can we get in there and talk about this like magic setup? And yes, we can. So we're just gonna disconnect for a second and bring in another group that's gonna help us. It's gonna help us with some magic. At the end of this, okay, sorry. I wanted to do it one way. And this is, again, the ego. Get out of your fucking ego and trust the flow, because I wanted to do it one way. Bitch, I got fucking notes here. Like, I got all my notes here, okay? And like, they're telling me like, fuck your notes. We're doing it the other way. So we're going to actually start with explaining the magic. We're going to set up some altar, I have candle magic here. I have rice, which is a great representation of abundance. I've got some powdered cinnamon. You can just get this at your grocery store. We've got some fancy honey because I'm bougie and honestly, we're living in abundance, so we can spend the money on the good honey. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. So we're gonna go through some of this, and we're gonna build our little altar, and then we're gonna finish with the meditation. I had it all twisted up, but this is how we're gonna do it. So once again, this workshop is not specific to 888. You can do it anytime. My suggestion would be do it on day 8, if possible. Do it on a Thursday, if possible. Do it on a new moon, if possible, or any other time that feels like an initiation of some kind. So it could be your birthday would be an amazing time, especially if you're having a birthday and you do your numerology, and your numerology for that year is like a number 8. That would be a great time to do it. So just always look for the number 8, okay? Let me see. Let me just go through my notes here. Let me see Daddy's notes. Okay, one thing that I want to get to real quick is it's equally as important that you for yourself define what abundance is. You need to, for yourself, define what abundance is. Okay? So abundance to some people could be shit loads of money. Great. And trust me, I've had money. It makes life easier. It doesn't make you 10 times happier. You need to be a happy person, and it just amplifies who you are. Money just amplifies the good and the bad of who you are, of what you're experiencing. It just brings everything even bigger. So like, don't think that you just calling in a bunch of money is going to change your life and make everything better. It will change your life. It'll make things easier for sure. But like, you need to also be doing enough shadow work. You need to be aligned with pouring back into the people around you, because that helps you just be a better person. And then as the money comes in, it amplifies you being a better person instead of just getting rich and it amplifying all of your addictions, your shopping habits, your poor use of money, or whatever. So I would definitely look into just learning how to use money in a new way, understanding that money wants you. Money wants to be spent by you. Money loves coming to me, because when I get money, I pay interpreters to make accessible content to reach more communities. We donated like $60,000 last year to just like random charities that were like buying kids toys for Christmas and buying, first aid kits for literally people in war-torn countries. We work with Off the Grid Missions, which is an incredible organization that is led by deaf people, and we give to them. We like donate to them often, and we're going to do some bigger collaborations with them. They literally go to these war-torn countries and they bring aid to deaf people who are typically just like left behind in the midst of like absolute chaos and insanity. So like, obviously money wants to come to us so we can pour back into all of these amazing things. So what you need to do is start giving money a reason to come to you. Because when you pour out into community, when you support certain things, when you contribute to the world around you, all of those people energetically start thinking, wow, this person's so generous. They have enough money that they donate to me. That's so nice. And that's not why you do it. You don't do it so you can tap yourself on the back. You do it because it's the right fucking thing to do. And that creates another energetic signature with all of these people being like, whoa, that guy always fucking tips. He always tips so well. Like, I'll go in for a coffee and I'll leave $5, or something costs, €6 and I leave it 10. And then I walk away. I'm abundant as fuck. I can give you an extra $3. And maybe for you at this moment, you can only leave an extra 50 cents or an extra $1. That's totally fine. But what you need to start getting into is the frequency of there's enough for me to share, And when I share, other people energetically start to register, oh, this person shares. This person redistributes the wealth. What does that do for your energetic signature? It amplifies your abundance because other people know that abundance comes through you. And you know that abundance comes through you. So that amplifies it and it brings more in. Every time you give something out, and don't try to trick the fucking system. Don't try to only give so you get more, because that's a different energetic signature. That's greed. And the universe is reading your frequency. The universe is not reading how much money we're giving. The universe is reading that when it pours into me, it pours out into community. That's a different signature than saying, give me the money so I can have it, and then I give $1 away. Two different energies. So you need to fucking look at that. Now, when you pour out, all of those people, they all have guides and angels. Their guides and angels will begin to understand, if I want to get some money to my people, I can talk to Chris's guides and make sure more money goes to Chris. Because if more money goes to Chris, then more money comes to our community. And all of those guides that are dealing with the people who are receiving the money from Chris through the charity, those people are thinking, oh, thank you for supporting us. And all of the guides are thinking, amazing, we've got a flow here. Give more money to him so he can give more money to them because they deserve it. And we create to build this energetic signature and this energetic community while building a real financial community, while building a real connection. So this is how we begin to access this level of abundance on a whole new level, okay? Now, you need to define what abundance means to you. Is it free time? Is it just an abundance of laughter and joy? Is it an abundance of rest? Is it actual money? It doesn't need to be money. It could just be that abundance to you means that when you are in flow, you have more free time to spend with your family. And that is abundance. And that is fucking beautiful. So if that's what abundance means to you, I fucking honor that and I see you, and that is what you are calling in. If abundance to you means money so that you can pour into other artist projects or whatever, beautiful. That's what it means to you. You need to define it. Once you define it, you need to live in the energy of actually having it and doing it before you're even doing it. So before you're even actually able to, donate 5,000 or 1,000 or 500 to these charities, you need to meditate on, I have so much money I can just give. Of course, I always fill my own cup first because I need to be taken care of. I need to be a clean, whole vessel that is nurturing myself, that is healthy, that is taken care of, so that I can be the best channel for more abundance to pour through. So you always have to prioritize yourself, not in a selfish way, in a way to keep yourself healthy, and then you pour out around you. So you feel into this energy of like, wow. And you can even just do it now with me for a second, just like closing your eyes and just, oh, I have so much fucking money, my mind is blown. And I can give to all of these people and all of my needs are met. And I feel so good. I feel so grateful. I feel so full of life and of luxury and of rest. And in this space, I can continue to be of service. I can be of greater service because all of my needs are met and then some. And feeling that level of pride, I'm proud that I have created this life for myself. I'm honored that I can receive this. I'm grateful that I can pour out for me. I like feeling into that activates your toric field. Your toric field is what brings in actual manifestations, okay? Your toric field is, you've maybe seen the picture, it's like a person and it kind of looks like a donut around the person. It's this thing that it actually radiates out from the heart space. It is an electric magnetic field that you can actually measure, and your emotions are what can actually fuel it and charge it up. And that emotion, energy in motion, emotion. That is what calls in these manifestations like a fucking magnet. The more you hold that frequency, the faster this shit shows up. Okay. The more you fill yourself and then pour out from your cup being filled, the more shows up. If a lot's coming in, but you're not taking care of yourself, oh my God. Okay. This is like when the channel just calls me out on my own shit. It's like, I can feel myself come out of the channel for a second. I'd be like, bitch, you are literally talking to me right now. Like, I would be able to, no, I need to cancel the way I say this. 1 second. I take care of myself so that I'm a healthier channel for abundance to flow through. That's not the only reason I take care of myself, but when I take care of myself, I am a healthier channel for abundance to flow through. If abundance is trying to flow through you, but you're not taking care of yourself, you're not taking care of the channel, then the channel is not as healthy as it could be. You're not going to get as much abundance through that fucking door. Okay. So you need to prioritize self-care, and then you pour from your cup being filled. You pour from the cup runneth over. All right. So let's, again, this is a lot of information. You guys are going to have the recording. Watch this a second time in like a week, take notes, and then go into your practice and whatever. This is going to be a lot of information, but you want to define abundance. You want to feel it in the emotions. You want to activate the toric field, and you want to call that in as much as possible. And you want to be taking care of yourself so that you can flow and be a healthy, strong channel and let more flow through you. Okay. I think I've gone through everything on this page. Let me turn the page. Oh, sorry. Oh my God. Oof. Okay. Someone's saying, how does this workshop work if I want abundant health? Same thing. It's all the same thing. It's all your toric field. It's all your beliefs. It's all your, and I know it's like, well, I'm sick, so how can I get better? It's like, well, if you think like that, then that's the limit. So we have to get rid of the limit. We have to let go of the idea that something outside of you will heal you. Yes, modern day medicine is amazing and supportive. Eastern medicine, amazing and supportive. And holistic healing, I believe, is a combination of all of it. This is not in lieu of medical advice. I'm not a doctor. Don't just stop taking your pills because I'm fucking telling you that you can heal yourself. However, you healing yourself with the support of the external people contributing, that is how you're going to fucking heal yourself. It's the toric field, the emotions. I am strong. I am healthy. And then the opportunity to actually take care of yourself. What are you choosing to eat and why? Can you fast, for example, in a safe way? When we get into, we should do a whole workshop on biohacking. Anyways, I don't want to go down that lane because we don't have a lot of time here. We only have about 20 or 30 minutes left, and we have a lot to do. But yes, watch this workshop and then figure out how to take these concepts and apply it to health. And it's the same thing. It's all the same thing. It's all energy. And I know that might sound crazy, but like there are certain people who've literally been paralyzed and then mentally through meditation reconnected their spine and are fully moving. He's like a famous, what's his fucking name here? Do I have the book here? Oh, somebody will probably know who I'm talking. Joe Dispenza, exactly. Thank you. Joe Dispenza was somebody who was like quite literally paralyzed and brought himself into like full alignment again. And he did that all through meditation. Like, so that's a great example. Read some Joe Dispenza stuff. He's a doctor as well, I believe. Okay. Okay, here we go. We are going to like rapid fire through this. This is going to be some of the tips and tricks. Okay. So this is when our little, oh, okay. Maybe that's what the whole burpee thing was a minute ago. Cause I was going to say, this is when our witchy guides get to step forward, but it's like, no, we're here. Okay. So we're going to get into this. Symbolism. If you have an altar, set it up. You can use a green cloth. You can use anything. Everything I'm saying, first and foremost, is a fucking invitation. Okay. This is what works for me. If this inspires you and you feel aligned, do it. You can also literally do none of this and find what makes sense to you and build everything yourself. You don't have to use any of these herbs. You don't have to use any of this stuff. Don't give me your power. Like, I'm just a fucking person, like, doing my own thing, you know? So, like, hold your own power and do what makes sense to you. Always follow your gut over my advice, okay? But do enough shadow work to understand what is like a triggered mechanism from the ego and what is your actual internal advice, okay? Like, that's a whole other thing. So, okay. Symbolism. Zeus, for example. There are so many things that we can talk about. So I've just selected a few from each category. I have an ebook called Magic and Spell Work or something like that. The candle ceremony that is in your download is from that book. It's a magic ebook. If you guys are looking to do more magic stuff, we're going to do a little bit now. That ebook is fucking awesome. I wrote it with one of my old copywriters who is also like into spirituality and all this stuff. It's fucking awesome. And it's like, it's a beginner's guide, but if you're like me, like I would still read it when we were channeling it. And when she was giving me tips, I was like, oh, I like that. Like even I was learning things, but it's good for everyone, but it is more of like an intro book, just so you know. Okay. So symbolism is important. Anything that represents to you something that you're trying to manifest. So you want to set this up on an altar. So my altar is like this. Oh, Jesus. Sorry for that. My altar looks like this. It's a cute little Japanese tea table. Okay. I have this from the Amazon. This I got in an ayahuasca ceremony. And this is like the colors and the shapes of the ayahuasca medicine and whatever. Some of you might recognize it. So I use that on my altar. I would suggest putting something on the altar because it adds an extra layer of energy. So this is my altar. You know what? We're just going to actually build this like right fucking in front of you. So that's my altar. For money manifesting, it would be great to also use like a green cloth, for example, or gold, or whatever to you means luxury. Maybe you go and you buy like an Hermes scarf and you do it there. Like that's fucking bougie. Oh my God, I'm getting an Hermes scarf. What time is it? 8:43. Okay. I'm going to gift myself an Hermes scarf for my abundance activation workshop portal. And that's going to be my new, I have a Libra rising and a lot of planets in Cancer. Like, got a bit of a bougie side to me. So anyways, anything that represents luxury to you, if you shut this off right now, we're going to have a problem. Now, I have this, okay, which I love. This is from India, okay. I would, for example, take the lid off. I've already cleansed it and given it a good wash, a good polish. You want to make sure that your altar is clean. You want to make sure that everything is like cute and polished because like this is where you do offerings. This is where we're like connecting to God. You know what I mean? So what I would do is this. I have forget what these are called. There's like a word for them. The interpreter knows. Could you spell it and I'll say it out loud? Athame, Athame, Athame. Anyways, this is what you like cast spells with. It can be anything pointy, whatever. I use this like rustic knife that I found at a vintage space and was just called to it. So what I would do for my abundance activation, and I've done this before. I actually did this like probably 3 weeks ago when I was going through a little bit of like financial, like, I was stressed because Wheelhouse literally for the last 6 months, people have been like, can I have $40,000 so I can put it in? And I'm just like, guys, you're fucking killing me here. So I did a whole meditation, a whole offering to Jupiter. There is, I believe Jupiter is connected also, I wrote it down, to Vishnu. So I was doing like a Vishnu mantra and a Vishnu practice. And here we are 3 weeks later and like we just sold 5,000 tickets to this. You know what I mean? So like this shit works. So My setup was literally rice because there is so much fucking rice in a rice field. This is such a good symbol of abundance. And you can just buy I bought this little Portuguese lady, you know what I mean? Like this, and then you just pour it right in there. Look at all that abundance. Holy shit, man. Lots. Okay, and then you pack it on down. I'm a fucking weirdo, obviously, so I always spit in the middle. This is an offering of me and my energy into the middle. Give it a little stir. It's a little sticky sometimes. And then what I do, I have citrine. Citrine is amazing for bringing in money. Okay. So I'm going to put the lid down here because I only actually use that when I'm covering it after I've done my ceremony. So I would put citrine. I'm going to face you guys. So imagine that I'm on your side, right? So the citrine would face me. Okay. I would put this green one. I forget what this is. It's a green, whatever. I don't fucking know, but it's green. It's a green crystal. I forget what the name of that one is. And then I also have this pyrite. This pyrite, which is fool's gold, is bussin' for fucking, like, this shit will bring you money and citrine. So I would organize this so that there's enough space to put it like so. So I'm amplifying the whole space, okay? I'm just gonna move this for now because I don't wanna knock it over. Now, what else do I do? I've got 3 candles, and this is like literally the same ritual I did like before. So one of them is green, okay? This is for actual money. So that is like money, 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 call it in. I love you. I deserve you. I want to spend you. I want to gift you. I want to create with you. I want to be in service with you. And you're talking to it. You can also carve little symbols on it. Sometimes I put oil on it, just olive oil, and then I'll sprinkle like rose petals or something on it. We'll get to that. I'm not going to do the oil now though, just because we got 20 minutes left. Maverick, I literally don't have time for your fucking ball, babe. Where? I'm more calma. I have yellow because yellow is joy. Yellow is joy and play and fun. And then I have pink because pink is love, self-love because I fucking deserve it. It's how much I love the world and the people around me that I'm pouring it into. And all of this money is activated by the joy and the flow and the curiosity. So the yellow to me is joy and curiosity and flow and just that natural state. The green is the money, which is the byproduct. And then the pink is the love that I have for myself because I fucking deserve it. And for all of the people that I'm going to pour into and the more service that I'm going to do. Okay. So this was the reason that I used these crystals. Then what I did was I sprinkled some rose petals around it because honestly, love, love, love. I love my job. I love my life. I love my body. I love everything about me. Not to be, weird, but it's like self-love in this day and age. People are like, seriously? And like, trust me, I still wake up some days and I'm like, I'm a potato. So it's like, don't worry. Like I'm not, but I do love me. Let's be real. And then I have lavender because lavender is just so relaxing. This allows it to come in a relaxing way. Like even, holy shit, just smelling that, I could fall asleep. I'm like literally, it's so good. So that lavender just makes it easier. It just makes it sweet when it arrives, and I can do it in a calm way. But to really amplify the calming of the nervous system, I've got this chamomile. Okay, this is chamomile. So then I sprinkle some chamomile on there. Amazing. I also always in my house have a bowl of cash. Okay, and I'm talking like cash. I'm not talking like I got 20 bucks. Like, no, bitch, there's like probably $200 here or 150 bucks here. It's like, don't break into my house. I don't have $5,000. Like, I'm not that stupid to keep money like that in my house. But like, I've got 100 bucks here. Also, if you need it that badly, just ask. Like, Jesus Christ. I like to roll it up, pop it in there. And that's a donation. So this goes to the gods. And then later when I take this out, I would either spend that on like a gift and give it to somebody, Or I would just literally go drop that in like a homeless guy's cup or like whatever. Sorry, I feel like that's like an insensitive way to say it, but like a person without a home, I would go and give them the 20 bucks. Um, actually, there is, or whatever, we don't need to talk about them, but there's somebody exactly, I know who exactly who I want to give it to. Okay, so then, for example, like I said, gods or whatever. So you could put Vishnu on here. I have Ganesha. Ganesha is the remover of obstacles and that sort of thing. So this is to remove any obstacle between me and wealth and abundance, okay? I also, what I would do normally is light this. Let's just do it, whatever. I would light this. This is a little, oh my God. Guys, did you just see that? This is a little charcoal. And this was actually gifted to me from somebody else who really does live an abundant life. Shout out to Miriam. She is always showering me with gifts when she comes back from Morocco, from Dubai, all these places. And she brought me this super, super pure like resin. So what I would do, and you don't have to do it the same way, you could do it with incense or anything like that, but I would light some sort of smoke blend because the smoke brings it up to the gods, is sort of what they used to say. So I would drop, I've got some Palo Santo here, some resin of Palo Santo. I would drop a little bit of that on it. Not necessarily in this order. I would probably finish my setup. I would put a little bit of water here because you want to have all the elements too. So water, earth could be like a little plant or something, or just a leaf. Air could be the smoke, or it could be a feather. And fire would be the candles once we get those going. That being said, why did this just change colors? It's like it went into night mode and whatever. Okay, so then we drop a little Palo Santo on there and we let that do its thing. Palo Santo is going to supercharge our intention here. The other thing that I would do, I have honey. So I would scoop a wee bit of honey into here. I would get my cinnamon. I would pop a little bit of cinnamon. Oh, Jesus, that was a lot of cinnamon. Oopsie. That's okay. More money. Oh, I almost said there's never enough. See, you need to be conscious of like how you say things. There's never enough money. No, there's always enough money. And there's, what was I trying to say? There's never too much. There's never too much money. There's never too much cinnamon. There's never too much money. So Loki, I swear to God, Amor, it's not the time. So now you've got this honey cinnamon mix, okay? Doesn't that look good? I should start a cooking channel. Now this honey cinnamon, I would rub on the honey one. I would put a dot on my wrist and rub it and then literally lick it. And then I would put a little tap in my wallet, okay? Now, is that everything that I think I have? Yep. I would send one intention to clear any energies that are trying to interfere with this intention setting. And then I would ring my little bell to initiate. And you can have your own ritual, your own practice. Like, it's more important that it makes sense to you than just following mine. And then what I would do is light my candles. So I would light the first one being joy. Joy leading to more love. And then the last one being the byproduct of all of that, money. When I did this last week, literally, joy was the first one to finish burning. And then it was love, and then it was money. And sometimes they burn at random speeds, but I found it interesting that joy was like the first one. Somebody was asking about why the honey. So the honey is sweet. And the honey is abundant because bees, like the way they work, the way they all are just buzzing around and collecting, it has this nice energy, this nice frequency of just everything coming together, and the byproduct being, oh my God, I just blew out my thing saying byproduct. The byproduct being the honey. Honey also is formed at an insane frequency because, and the honeycombs are naturally formed not by the bees actually going and building them, but by the bees buzzing. It literally, the vibration and the hum, the like in the hive, it creates that fucking geometric shape. It's insane. So this is what I would do. This is then, I'm gonna just put this down. So 1 second. I need to be careful. Now I'm putting it down on top of my evil eye rug to protect all of this, okay? So that nobody looks at me with an evil eye because like I'm abundant and they're not, blah, blah, blah. Like fuck those people. Like they're stuck in their own minds. It has nothing to do with you. So this evil eye will protect you from that, okay? If you don't have a rug that you literally like tufted yourself, then just like put a little something to protect you on there, okay? So other things that you could use on there, citrine, pyrite, yellow sapphire is connected to Jupiter, which is really good. Lakshmi is a goddess of abundance. Ganesha, Vishnu. We can also talk about finding your own money mantra. So there's like an 888 solfeggio frequency that you can just find on YouTube, 888 solfeggio frequency. And it's an angelic frequency that brings in abundance and prosperity. You could also listen to that and record on your phone that music in the background, and then just speak into the phone, the voice note, like, I am so rich, I can share so much money, I can donate, I have so much free time, I'm so healthy. And then later you listen to that recording first thing in the morning and when you go to bed, okay? The last couple tips and tricks here that we're gonna go through, because we're gonna do a quick meditation, is this powdered cinnamon is so good. This has like so much historic use for abundance. Pour some in your hand, just a little bit is fine. Step outside of your house, open the front door, and from the outside of your house, blow all that cinnamon into your house, okay? That is super, super helpful for activating the abundance in your house. The other thing that I love to do, like I said, is pull out $100, $200 cash, and I just leave cash all over my house. So everywhere I look, I'm seeing cash. Everywhere I look, I'm like, oh my God, there's more money there. There's more money there. Oh my God, there's another 20 here, just to be in it. Go to Gucci and try on some clothing. Don't tell them I can't afford it. Tell them I'm gonna come back for this. Let me think about it. Go test drive a Mercedes-Benz. Go walk around an expensive neighborhood, and don't walk around like I'll never be able to afford this. Walk around like I could get used to this shit. I can totally do this. I can totally do this. You know what I mean? So that's the energy that you want to be into. The other thing is you could burn bay leaves in your house is what I do sometimes. A bay leaf, it's dry. You just burn it and walk around just calling in abundance. You could boil on your stove bay leaves with cinnamon sticks and some garlic to protect, and then maybe some lavender or whatever, and just let that steam in your house. And just as you're watching it, as you're smelling it, as you're making it, you're thinking about money, 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 money. Or you're thinking about all the free time this is gonna give me, all the benefits of health this is gonna give me. It's just all about your intention. You can blow the cinnamon through your windows. You can blow it through your back door. You can blow it through every door. I would also put a little pinch of salt in every corner of your house just to protect the space from anything trying to interfere with the abundance that's coming into your life. And then the last thing, which I really fucking like, and I need to try this, is that if you have a dining room, put a mirror facing your dining room so that when you're putting food out on the table, when you're all gathering, there's a reflection, and in the mirror is duplicating the level of abundance that you're witnessing. Or you have a bowl of change and you put a mirror in front of it, and every time you put money in that bowl, you're watching it literally duplicate in the mirror. So like these types of things are little tips and tricks that are going to help you build the frequency more. That mixed with the meditation practice, with understanding your why, with understanding who it's going to pour into, if it pours into you, you need to create this whole energetic ecosystem. I swear to God, it will fucking help you bring more abundance into your life. It might not be overnight, okay? So you need to be patient. Now, while you're being patient, the last thing I want to say is that you should, first and foremost, on your altar, always put some extra fruits, fresh flowers, rice, things like that, just to remind you of how abundant life is. And then have a little note app in your phone that's like the hints from the universe reminding you how abundant it is. And don't be like too like, oh, like I only found a penny on the ground. That's not money. If you're walking by the penny, why would they give you $100? No, it's money. Money showed up in your field. Grab it, put it down in your notepad. Like, money is everywhere. I just found a penny, and get fucking excited about it. Don't look at it like, oh my God, this is only a fucking penny. Like, you ungrateful little bitch. Take the fucking penny and run with it, and then $100 will show up. I literally walked into Wheelhouse last week and there was 20 euros in front of the fucking door. And I was like, I love this. Thank you. Took it. It's like, it's great. And then what did I do? I went and I bought something and I brought it back and I shared it with this whole people. So it's like, you got to keep the money flowing, y'all. Keep it going, okay? We are done with all of that. I promised the interpreter that we would not go past 9:15 because this is a taxing job and the workshop was listed at 75 minutes. So we're going to keep it at, that is the absolute maximum. We are going to quickly right now do a meditation. So I invite you to, you can either just witness the meditation or you can close your eyes and you can join us now. All right. I also hope, like, was this helpful? Were there tips and tricks in here that were like, was this kind of what you guys were looking to get into? Because this is what's going to help initiate this abundance activation in your life. Okay. Oh, amazing. Okay, okay. And then this is the meditation that you're going to do at any time. You can watch this as many times as you want. But we're going to do a quick meditation now, okay? So let's close our eyes and take just a deep breath. Put both your feet on the floor. Put your hands on top of your legs. And just take a second to really ground. See if you can just create 10% more relaxation in your body. You are fully supported. You are always held by the universe, by your guides. And I want you to just connect with yourself for one more breath. Now, releasing any programs or any fears around scarcity is equally as important as calling in the abundance. So I want you to just see if you can feel into any fear that you have around there's not enough time, or there's not enough energy, there's not enough money. And if this is from your parents or from society, I want you to just feel that stress. For real, just feel it in your body. Feel that disappointment, that frustration. And just feel the density of it. And now I want you to envision that one of your high vibrational guides, maybe it's someone you recognize, maybe it's an angel, maybe you just feel this new helpful energy come into the space. I want you to imagine that that guide walks towards you. And they're going to help remove all of this dense energy. So once again, feel into the density, the frustration. I've been trying, and it's not fucking working. Just feel into all of that. The fear, whatever it is. And I want you to imagine that, like, cement on your body, you are like stone because it's so dense. It's not letting you expand. Now imagine that that guide who is standing before you has a hammer and a chisel, and they're going to start chipping away at all of that. I'm going to use this Moroccan, I forget what it's called. I'm going to use this instrument. And this is from the Amazon. I got this in a medicine ceremony from one of my medicine women. And I want you to imagine with the sound that it's chipping away at all of the pieces, okay? All of those limitations. I'm going to use a distance energy symbol to help clear it as well. So just set the intention to chip off all of those limitations from your family, from society, etc. Some people were saying there's no sound. Zoom mutes the sound of the maraca. Beautiful. Okay, so what I want you to do then, if there's no sound there, is to just imagine from the top of your head, I'm going to use this maraca and I'm going to use these energy symbols. I want you to imagine from the top of your head, you begin to peel off these pieces. Peel off the pieces from the back of your head. Peel off the pieces from your neck. Peel off the pieces from your shoulders and your chest. Imagine your back is being peeled. Your arms, peel off your arms, your forearms, your hands. Peel off your lower stomach, your lower back. Peel off your thighs, your knees, your legs, your feet. And just using your hands, start at the top of your body and just bring the pieces off. So imagine like you're brushing yourself and toss them. Toss them into the floor. Brushing yourself off. Giving yourself permission to shake it off, to let it go. Now, any other areas that you feel you need to clear, just bring your hand there and brush it off. I'm going to continue using this distance energy symbol. I'm going to use this energetic tool I have. And the smoke that we had lit earlier. This Palo Santo to help clear the energy fields. Now I want you to take a second and to take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, imagine roots growing out of the bottom of your feet. Take one more inhale. And on the exhale, growing out from the bottom of your feet, roots that go deeper and deeper. Now I want you to feel into all of the space that's available for you to grow into. We've removed all of these old shells, this stone, these limitations. Now you are deeply rooted. Take one more inhale. And on the exhale, imagine that like a tree, you begin to expand outward. Take one more inhale. And on the exhale, you expand outward. One more inhale. And on this exhale, imagine leaves begin to grow. Imagine the tree begins to become more full. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, expand your growth, get even bigger. And then imagine that fruit begins to form. Oranges or apples. Take a deep inhale. And on the next exhale, imagine that that fruit begins to fall as you give it away freely. Take a deep inhale. And on the next exhale, imagine that more fruit begins to grow. And this begins the cycle of the fruit growing and the fruit falling and the fruit growing and the fruit falling with each breath. Now imagine that people begin to come underneath the tree and they begin to enjoy the fruit. They begin to enjoy the shade, all of which you are providing. Take one last inhale, all of this energy up the roots, up the roots, up the roots into your body, into the trunk of the tree. And on the exhale, expanding that growth out. More fruit is growing. As you fill yourself up, you can pour into the people, into the world around you. One more deep inhale, bringing energy up the roots, up into the body, into the trunk, and then on the exhale, expanding out. And just feel the level of abundance that's available to you. Give yourself permission to receive. Give yourself permission to give, to share, and ask the universe to make you a channel for abundance to flow through and up and out into the world around you. Ask the universe to show you where to find your flow, to show you where to find your service. Ask the universe to fill you up so much that it pours over and into the people around you. So take one last deep inhale with the roots, bringing all of that energy up into the body. And on the exhale, we expand and we drop some fruit and we keep some for ourselves. And then I want you to just pull all of that energy into your body. Pull all of that energy, pull the whole tree, all of the fruit, all of the people, everything into your body. Take one last inhale, giving gratitude that this is available to you and trusting that you will find that path, that flow, and that all of that money will come easily as a byproduct to that flow. When you're ready, giving gratitude to this practice, having one last deep exhale, just bringing gentle movement back into the body. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. I'm sorry you could not hear the maraca. I will make sure I never use an instrument again. I hope the meditation was still helpful. This Palo Santo just got reactivated and is going crazy all of a sudden. Please watch this workshop again in 8 days. You will learn something different. You will hear something different. Please set your altar accordingly. Empower yourself. Be grateful for the little things. Remind yourself how abundant the world is. Walk through the forest and look at the leaves. Go to the beach and listen to the waves roll in. There's always another wave coming. It is so fucking abundant. Everything is abundant. That is your birthright. You've been conditioned to be in scarcity. That is not your natural state. This is an opportunity to rewild yourself and to reconnect with your true, authentic self, to find flow and to find endless abundance as a byproduct of flow. Just like this workshop. I am in flow. I fucking love this. And this brought a shit ton of abundance that I can pour back into the people that work for me, the communities we donate to, Wheelhouse, different projects. This is the perfect example. You can do that too. I am not unique. I am not special. I am just living in flow. And that, in this day and age, is unique. So go find your fucking flow. I love you all so much. I will see you very soon. And thank you, Amanda, for staying the extra 2 minutes. I apologize. And everyone, we will see you very soon. I wish you an abundant year ahead. Give this time, do it on a new moon, and see what happens 6 months later on that full moon. Okay? Because the new moon in Leo, 6 months later, is a full moon in Leo. So give yourself those 6 months chunks. Trust the process. You'll get there. I fucking promise. I'm living proof, bitch. You'll get there. Okay? I will see you all very soon. I fucking love you. Thank you for pouring into me. I will continue to pour back into you. And that is that. Ciao.